Hello, I'm King Koopa, and we're going to talk about episode 5 of Jurassic World Chaos Theory. Uh, we see the raptors again, and also Kenji's dad, and we see a guy with a giant forehead and some dinosaurs that also have a big forehead. This episode is a little bit different. I'm going to do it a little bit different. There's two separate storylines that are happening concurrently to each other, so I'm going to tell them one at a time as opposed to intersecting them. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment. Let me know what your favorite dinosaur is. And let's hit that chaos theory intro. I'm a king. Okay, like I mentioned in the intro, I'm telling this a little bit out of sequence, but it's fine. It's how I want to do it, so we're going to do it like that. It starts out with Sammy and Ben driving, and they see another billboard for the King Dino place, and Sammy's hungry and she wants to stop for lunch. When Ben stops the van, Ben and Sammy get out, and they see, this guy with the giant forehead, I guess King Dino, call him King Vigo, which is a callback to a previous episode of the Koopa show. Jazzo knows what I'm talking about, don't you, Jazzo? What? Jazzo is not British. We went over this. I swear, man, them Stegosauruses, you know what I'm saying? The King Dino guy's place is kind of like a carnival. It's set up like a carnival, except, with dinosaur themes. And he's got what's called a live show, but it's not. He just has 3. All right, I got it this time. First try. Koopas. He's got 3 Stygimolochs. And he's being mean to him. And then Sammy gets mad, and he's rude to Sammy. And then Sammy and Ben are like, we gotta free the dinos. So Sammy and Ben go back. So Sammy and Ben sneak into the back after the Stygimoloch show ends. And they're like, we gotta free the Stygimolochs. Back in my day, they used to just be called Pachycephalosauruses, but now I feel like that's a different dinosaur. It'll be on screen if it's a different dinosaur. So they get into the Stygimoloch cage and realize that they all have collars on. They have locks on the collars. And then Ben was like, I have a lockpick set in the van. And then Sammy's like, okay, I'll go get it. And then she goes out, and then she sees in the back of the van where she gets the lockpick set, she sees a note on the conspiracy board. And it says something about investigate Sammy Gutierrez. Not sure. Anyway, she gets mad about that. And then takes the lockpick set back to Ben. And then he has to explain himself because apparently she worked for Manticore. Whatever that is, I don't know. An evil corporation, probably run or funded by ninjas. There's a theme here, isn't there? Why are there so many evil ninja corporations? It doesn't make sense. So while Sammy's asking Ben about this, he's freeing the Stygimolochs. And before they get the third one free, King Dino guy walks in with his big old forehead. And he's like, hey, you can't do that. They're my dinosaurs. And at this point in the Jurassic Park / world timeline, I'm not sure what dinosaurs are. You know, like you got like horses and cows and sheep and stuff. Like that's livestock, right? And then like dogs and cats, they're like domestic animals. And then birds are birds. And, you know, like fish and stuff, they're fish and stuff. I don't know what dinosaurs would be classified as. You know what I'm saying? All right. So they free the Stygimolochs. King Dino guy walks in, and then Sammy's mad, and then Ben freaks out, and the Stygimolochs go nuts, and they start breaking Dino Land. And then they start breaking Dino Land. King Dino gets mad and tries to stop them from leaving. And he grabs Ben, and then Sammy beats him up, and then they leave. I'll come back to this after I get back to the... I'll come back to this after I finish talking about the other plot line. Darius and Kenji are driving and listening to music. And then Darius is trying to, like, you know, be friendly towards Kenji because they were beefing before. And, you know, Darius tries to give him advice because they're going to see his dad, and he doesn't like his dad because his dad was a villain in the prior series, Camp Cretaceous, which I have not covered, but I might. If you want me to cover Camp Cretaceous, let me know in the comments. Darius is trying to be relatable and joke around with Kenji and stuff. He's like, yeah, that's a good song. And then Kenji says, I won't take family advice from somebody who hasn't called his mom in a month. And he's like, whoa, all right. So, you know, he's quiet. And, you know, that's a quiet drive after that. And then Darius and Kenji arrive at the halfway home where Kenji's dad is... It's like a jail for rich people. So he gets to have this nice, cool garden. And he has this ankle bracelet so that he can't leave. And then they walk up and start talking to Kenji's dad. I don't think it says his dad's name. They ask Kenji's dad why Brooklyn came to see him a few days before she went missing. Kenji's dad offers the information only if Kenji will become the face for a new evil company that his dad wants to start. Because his dad has a bad name. Nobody wants to give him money because he's like a villain and he's in jail. And then, you know, since Kenji is not a villain, he's actually a hero and also not in jail. He feels like that'd be better to get people to give money to his evil company. And that's the only way he'll divulge the information about Brooklyn. So Kenji tells him no, and then him and Darius go to leave, because sometimes getting the information you want isn't worth compromising the person that you're going to become. It's not. Sometimes you can let a mystery be a mystery, and you have to live with that. And I think that's an important lesson. Really, I do. Completely separately from Chaos Theory or any other show or movie, I think that's a good lesson. Don't compromise yourself. And as they go to leave, Kenji's dad says, wait, I'll tell you anyway. He tells him about Brooklyn. He says Brooklyn was looking to get into the dinosaur black market or something. I don't know. Like, maybe she wanted to work for the ninjas. That's the impression I'm given. But then, all of a sudden, the raptors show up. The raptors show up, and then they start chasing them. They chase Kenji and Kenji's dad and Darius, and then they run to the shed, and they see that the guard guy that was there, yeah, he's not okay. I'm pretty sure he got munched by the raptors. Yeah, you guys, I see you guys. Kenji and Darius run, and they run with Kenji's dad, and then they get to the fence, and then the raptors almost get him, but then Kenji's dad body slams a raptor. And I thought that was pretty cool, but it doesn't end well for him. He gets munched by the raptors. and we see the raptor lady. And I gotta be honest, I don't think it's appropriate how much she was flirting with me when she was on the screen. I just don't think it's an appropriate way for a character in a fictional TV show to behave towards another fictional character in an additional fictional show. It's a little cringe. But if you see her, give her my number, okay? And that's the end of the episode, Koopas. To circle back to what I was saying about Sammy and Ben's storyline. Okay, I'm gonna break this down real quick. Sammy and Ben went to a business. They vandalized the business, and then they assaulted the owner, and on their way out, they stole food. That is not hero behavior. It's just not. And you can't rationalize it because it's not. I just want you to know that I'm okay with watching things with a bad message, but I am going to point it out. Drink some water, and I'll see you next Thursday. Remember, Koopas, be kind to people you have no reason to be kind to. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I want you to have a nice day. Oh.